this is where we're heading into. Oh, look at all that. Glass, ceramic, pottery, tin. Oh, don't I take you into all the good stuff. There's some purple glass over there, Mish. So yeah, this is a great little spot. There's a bit of brass down there already that I see. So who knows what we will find. G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Where are we today? Oh, we're in the triangle of goldenness. We are. We could be thinking sagely. I've been out here by myself and found a cool printer's block, printing slug, had the hymn on it. I've been out here with Mish. The only trouble we had then was we had to watch out for wild bears. But this area has been a great dumping site. It's also been a great workings as well. So there's many a shaft out here. In this area up here, I've not even walked over or swung. But you know, if we look down there, bricks. There's bricks, there's glass, there's tin. There is all the good stuff in life. So, why did I come back here? This is another little thing I wanted to touch on. Whether it be madness or sage talkings, sometimes you just listen to the little voice in your head. And this spot has been, the little voice has been saying, hey, remember that spot? Hey, you remember that spot, don't you? So now I've just gone, well, where am I going to go today? I'm out with the Legend. I've got the 6-inch coil on it because I know I'm going to play in the dumps. But the little voice told me to come here. You'll probably all tell me to go and see a whatever ecologist. We'll do the detecting bit first. So, we're out here, we're in the scrub. You can see it's fairly tight packed, but there's lots of goodies to be playing with. So, enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Well, I've got my first signal. You know how I pointed out those bricks and that? Well, that's where we are. Now, you'll probably ask, what am I playing in? I'm in Park. I'm playing in the ferrous tones, so everything from 10 downwards is wiped out. I've done my noise cancel, everything like that. So, yeah, we have a signal. This is the first one for the day. And it's that. So, don't know what it is, but we are about to find out. So, oh, I don't like that bit. What's that? Well, that would be what was giving us the tone. That's a piece of lead. That'll be a roofing nail washer, an old one. Look, those fangs on that. Yeah. Oh, it was a signal. We got it. It's non-ferrous, so that's a win for a start. Anyway, the day should get better. So let's get cracking. Well, I've come into what I'm going to class as a nice spot. So there's the bricks where we were working. There is glass, tin, bricks, all sorts of stuff here. And I've got this signal. That one. See how I'm only just moving? It's all good solid over onto that non-ferrous side. So, I've only given it a foot scrape. So that's something iron there. But that's our nice little target. Well, that's it. Hang on. Right, that's off. What's this? Oh yeah, now that is a piece of brass by the looks. Interesting shape to it. I don't think it's just broken and smashed. That followed a contour of some description. So yeah, little piece of brass. Don't quite know what it's off, but yeah. When you look at what we're playing in, that's a win. Little target in amongst all the rubbish. Non-ferrous, we found it. Off we go. Now the beauty of these dump sites is that you don't, this stuff's just dumped on the surface. So you don't need a big, deep sensitivity or anything like that to get deep into the ground. But I got this signal. Okay. I'm just giving a foot scrape. Can anyone see it? I do believe that that's what I'm looking at. Oh, it's another one. Another bloody roofing nail washer. So yeah, lead. Gave an alright signal, like we were always going to dig it. So realistically, they're the targets we're digging in big, wide, well, scrubby area, but it's wide. But yeah. Anyway, what I did forget to mention too is that I'm out early because it's going to rain at about 10 o'clock, so it said. But anyway, we'll keep going, we'll see what we can find. But, there's some good ground here to cover. We'll just mooch around slowly, poking in the little 6-incher everywhere, see what we can find. We have a 33-34, not very far down. Is that it? Oh, wow. That's interesting. If I can get in amongst all the bushes. Oh, what a corker! Oh, I'm as tickled pink as can be with that. That's a bloody ball terror of a find. Oh, imagine the things you could stretch hanging that off. Wow, that deserves a brush up, that does. That's a bloody brilliant find. As you can tell, I'm pretty wrapped with that. Let's give it a brush, we'll come back to you. All right, we are back. Look at that. That is an absolute ball terror of a find. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Now, a thing to note. This is a copper alloy, so we're brass, bronze, one of them. But the interesting thing, and I hope I'm sort of half conveying it. This is heavy. This is heavy because it's been filled with lead. So why did they make this so heavy? I can't see a weight value written on it. And just because of its taperedness, you'd nearly say it was a plug, but then it could fit into a nest of weights. But yeah, that's lead in the back of it to make it heavy. Like, kunk. I'm really, really wrapped with that. It's funny the little things that can make you really happy to find. But yeah, wouldn't have said when I was having breakfast this morning that I was going to find one of those, but let's put a bright spot in my day. That's a cracking little find. Nice little, mozzies. Nice little bit of humanality, that one. That's pretty, my words get tangled. That's a bloody brilliant little find. Let's keep going. That's where we got the plug, or the weight, or whatever it is. I've just stood up, and I've got this one. That's well worth a dig. Now you can see I'm not moving the coil very much. It's just in there. So I don't know what it is, but we will soon. It's only small. Okay. Oh yeah. That's a manked up Buddy 303 cartridge or of the like. So, been fired, she's all safe. Maybe if I wanted to, I could find a date off that, but it looks pretty blank. But anyway, yeah. Well, a weight or a plug and a brass casing. Yeah, there's lots to be had here. So, see, look, we've even got bolts. Actually, let's just go for a little wander. Because I know, oh, I found that. Yeah, that's going off. That's a copper spout of something. Some pouring thing. And there's no reason, because as I said, there's shafts all around us here. No reason why we wouldn't snag a bloody specie either, if there was one there. But yeah, anyway, enough of the look around. We need to keep detecting. Now, you don't have to cover great tracts of land to find stuff. Like, you don't have to go, oh, I've got all this bush, I've got to cover it all everywhere. No, you don't. Just take your time. We've only got the 6-inch coil and we're not covering much ground. We're doing the pokey bit in and around. Yeah, I mean, here I am. There's the hole I've just dug in underneath all this scrubby stuff, and it's all prickly bloody stuff. And I got that. That is a thumping piece of copper alloy. I don't believe it's a link. I think it's more a buckle, or that would have been held in with a strap to have a piece of leather go through or something. That is thick and solid. You can look at it in my hand. There you go, 2 fingers worth. As opposed to, when you're having a drink of whiskey and you only have 2 fingers. So, yeah, that's a good heavy find. Funnily enough, it was just a little pleep at the start, but it was in that non-ferrous zone on the scale there on the Legend. But no, that's a nice little find. Anyway, we'll keep going. There we go. We're not very far down, and we're not far from where I got the debuckly thing. Certainly wants to be found. It's not very deep. This is the beauty. I could be, what am I on? I think I'm on 23 sensitivity. I could be, oh, there it is. Ooh, what's that? I reckon just right off the bat, that is the innards out of a pocket watch. Let's see. Yep, certainly is. Certainly is, Ollie. Yep. I wouldn't say it was an old one, but yeah, that's what it is. It's part of the innards of a pocket watch. Can't see, as I look through the finder, any writing on it, but nonetheless, it's an interesting find. Again, I found stuff. That was where we got all the other stuff, my plug and the 303 and the D buckle and this. So I haven't gone far. I'm just gently mooching, poking around here and there, and just finding little interesting bits. I might not even do this whole area before it's time to go. It's just, just take your time. This is the thing. You don't have to swing over broad acres. You just need to take your time to find those nice, good little finds. Anyway, we'll keep going. There is where we got our watch innards. I got a 44 signal. I've dug it and I've laughed. There it is. Oh, it's even going to say it, isn't it? That's a piece of Meccano, isn't it? No, it's not. Yes, it is. There you go. Now, I could do that with an Australian accent, but we'll just go with Meccano on that side. So yeah, a piece of old Meccano. That would have been thrown out by mistake. Hang on a minute, I've got a mozzie on here. Little buggers. But yeah, look at all the mozzies. Bloody everywhere, the little buggers. But, yep, an old vintage piece of Meccano. In fact, that's probably nearly antique, that one. That's a ripper. Ah, I used to play with Meccano as a kid. Loved it. Even putting the screwdriver through my hand. It was all good fun. Anyway, we'll keep going. Right, I've dug that hole. When it started, I only got numbers a little bit in the non-ferrous side, and then it just wouldn't give me anything. It just give me numbers. So I thought, okay, there's a lot of stuff happening in there. I took a dig. And now it's a lot better. I've moved other bits and pieces away, and it's given it a lot more air to breathe. So, don't know what it is. I haven't touched anything, but I am seeing that. And I would, oh yeah. So, there's been a fire here. That is part of a stick of inches. So that's part of a ruler. Fulcrum end would have been here. Ah. So poor old ruler went through a fire. But that, yeah, interesting little piece. Nothing great to write home about, but yeah, we found it and it was proving a theory. Gee, I wonder what is in there. Yep, bit of non-ferrous. We found it in amongst all the rubbish. So yeah, that's a win. We'll keep going. I kicked some tin out of the way, and just in there, I got that. Nice. That's a clamp. So you can see by the chamfered holes here, it was held in with screws, and then this had a thread, so it was like a bolt there, and that would clamp down whatever that was. Now I don't know what it is, but that's, yeah, that's a beautiful little piece of engineering, that. That's a cool find. Now, you can see on the screen there, the rain is just starting to tinkle down. It's gone all grey. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll keep going because I have a new coat to wear. It's extremely fashionable and it doesn't make my bum look big. Anyway, if it starts to get a bit heavier, I'll probably have to put it on. But that's a cool little find. And we'll keep going. I got a piece of lead there. I got another signal in under the bushes there. Did a bit of a boot scrape. It came out. Wow, what have we got? Marcus. What bit of clock coggery is going on here? There we go. It's a nice little cog too, actually. Yeah. Always cool to find. We found it. Oh, did I mention that you can get t-shirts with what clock coggery is this upon them? You'd have to check out our little shop, wouldn't you? Anyway, we'll keep going. Alrighty, down here I've got a signal. I've dug it out. I reckon I know what it is just by having a little bit of a look at it. And there it is. We'd all know what that is. And it is. Oh, and it's got writing on it. Oh, and it's silver. Oh, I can see what it is right now. That's our own make. But that's worthy of a little bit of a clean up. And then I've got to mention something. There we go. Yes, indeed. Our own make. And that's been silvered. A little bit special. Speaking of special, I would like to welcome Nathan873 to our Button Brigade. I'm slowly going through naming everyone that's become a member of the channel when I find the appropriate thing. So, I've still got to find a couple more buttons to mention a few more people. But our membership for the channel, we've got 3 tiers to it. We have the button brigade. We have the clock coggers. And we have the silver sniffers. So these are folks that are giving to the channel every month, which is really, really kind of them. So thank you very much for that. So yes, Nathan873, welcome to the button brigade. Let's keep going. Well, we can't let a good little bit of engineering works pass us by, can we? No, we can't. This may well have been off a set of dividers or something of the same ilk. See a thread, you see how there's no thread there? That's because they want it to go right up to a shoulder. We've got a nice little bit of parallel knurling. Oh, all the good things in life. That's a beautiful little piece of turning. Used to love turning stuff like this. Just niceness, especially if it was a homer for yourself too. Yep. Awesome. Anyway, enough of that. We'll start detecting again and see what else we can pull out of the ground. Just down there, got a bit of a signal, just did a boot scrape and it was out. Is this lid of a toothpaste? How do I know? Because that has Colgate written on it. That's pretty cool. And what's even more interesting, which is why I'm showing it to you, look at the lid that was on the Colgate toothpaste. That's not plastic. That's, whether it be lead, whether it be a zincy alloy thing. But yeah, it's a solid hard lid. Well, that's a pretty cool find, that one actually. Right, I had this signal. Very insistent. Now I do also have that one we've got to come back to. But I dug down, I flipped over, and we got that. Oh yeah. Boy's got to love something like that, doesn't he? I think, but I could be wrong. Well, that's actually mounted to steel. Okay, no. Take back what I was going to say. I actually thought this might have been off a Singer sewing machine. Look, it still might be, but I don't think it is. It could be off another sort of sewing machine, but I don't actually know. I know that it's as cool as all get out because it's something engineeringly, but yeah. No, don't know what that is. Cool find nonetheless though. Well, out of that hole, I dug wide, but I wasn't expecting what came out to come out. So it is a little damaged. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Look at that. I might as well just sit it there. Victorian presswork. So it must have been bent over, and I've just come in gently beside it and broken it. But it is, in my defence, extremely thin and brittle. I don't know what it was off, but it's certainly, you know, it's had roundy edges, or the edges have been bent over all the way around it. But I've said it before, Victorian presswork is just magnificent. Flowers now, acanthus leaves, and yeah, don't know what it was off, but it would have been bloody magnificent whatever it was. But obviously at some point someone's thrown it out. Whether that was a huge buckle for a lady's sash, we can only wonder. Oh, look at that. Oof. Just found some copper wire as well while I'm talking to you. So yeah, wasn't expecting a target of that size, but that is pretty magnificent. Anyway, we'll see what else we can find and hopefully not destroy in the process. This is the part that I like about being in the dumps. I've dug a target there, I've got it out. I was crouched down. Oh, it was this bezel off a pocket watch. I looked at that one. Ooh, is it silver? No, it's not, because there's a rusty part, so it was only chromed. Now, I won't bother filming that. Put it down. And I look over. How cool is that? You know, it's a doorknob, but the astute and automotively inclined will tell you that that's actually the ceramic end. That's a very nice ceramic end of a spark plug. Actually, I think I might take that one for Andrea. That would be cool to put in something, I reckon. Nice piece. Alrighty, folks. Unfortunately, we didn't end on a last haul banger, but the place is really, really interesting. I enjoyed myself. Should we listen to those little voices in our heads? I reckon today we should have. We did well. I was, as you could hear right at the start, very, very pleased with that plug, weight, whatever you want to call it. It is certainly collection worthy. Funnily enough, I found me some brass plugs over the years, and I think I've got them in a little section in the display case there. But yeah, there's just dump sites are just really, really interesting. I really do love being in them. Small coil, just take your time, mooch through, find all the interesting stuff. Find the metally bits in the ground and find the interesting stuff all around it. You never know what you're going to find. Some days, they're not so good. Other days, I reckon today was good. I had a good time. Hope you all did too. Speaking of which, nice segue, Andrew. We drop one of these videos every Saturday night out at 6:30 our time. Come over and like, share and subscribe, comment, do all the things to make a channel grow. If you'd like to support the channel a little bit more, we have memberships available. Also, you could drop into our little store and have a look around at what's available to purchase so that you too can maybe nearly look like the Coffee Bush Kid. We don't sell beards yet. Or actually we do have, well, you'll just have to go over and have a look, won't you? Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And I will catch you next time.